Canada speaking is the module that we are touch base. We are like talking about today. What happens in TEF Canada speaking? Now, TEF Canada speaking exam is divided into two parts. I have taken TEF by myself and I've taken it twice. Of course, the first attempt I missed writing. So second attempt, I cleared the exam and that's how I got PR and I landed in Canada on PR. Now, TEF Canada speaking, both time my centers were different. I kind of played with a center. In your case, it's not about the center that is needed. Sometimes we are under prepped. Sometimes we have different challenges, which I'll talk about in the further slides which I have prepared. So, speaking, there are two parts. TCF, we have three parts. TEF, we have two parts. Now, TEF, because we have two parts, doesn't mean that it's easy. There is no way any exam will be easy because they're giving you PR. So keep it in mind, it won't be easy because I have to treat two parts here. No, I have to treat two parts. The first part is the section A. Section A is what? Formal interaction, which is of 5 minutes. Typically, what happens in TCF, when you go and enter into the exam center and you start, bonjour, the first task of presentable starts. The audio recording starts. And then it ends after your monologue ends. So it goes in one go. Versus in TEF, it doesn't work like that. TEF, when you start, sit, bonjour, hi, how are you, exchange of pleasantry done. Then she will say, okay, this is your affiche. Have a look at it. And then the examiner will ask you, oh, come on, we start. And once you start, then she pressed the recording button. So that means you will exactly have 5 minutes by his or her watch. And some examiners do allow you to watch the time. TCF, mostly people allow you to watch the time. TEF may not. But if you're well prepared, you don't have to look at the time. You'll keep asking the questions. So in the section A, you will have to ask questions. TEF, it's always vous voyez. It is never tutoyer. It is never asking a question to a friend. TCF, it is asking question to a friend also. Could be. So we have to prepare tutoyer. We also have to prepare vous voyez. Now, when I say all this, I know TEF looks easy. That okay, I just have to prepare vous voyez. But nothing is easy, guys. Now, 5 minutes interaction with the examiner. What does it mean? That means now the question comes, when I look at the affiche, when I look at the question, do I get the preparation time? The answer is no. Big no. TCF, you get 1.5 minutes to prepare and 3.5 minutes to present. TEF, you have no prep time. Let's say I have the card in front of me for now, or maybe something, I don't have a good thing in hand. Okay, maybe this. So I have my agenda, or maybe let's say paper. Paper is good. So I have this in my hand. That's all. Oh, come on. And maybe another trick I can give you. Let's say you got the question paper in your hand. This is how it will this is how it will be printed or whatever. Just keep watching it. Some examiner, till the time you don't put your heads up and ask, they don't ask, are you ready? So that's another way of gaining more time. But of course, that doesn't mean that you will be completely engrossed like this. You can't do that because they will ask you, obviously, they have to finish the exam. But that's another trick here that you can use, that you can just, like you can keep thinking about it. Unless you have an eye contact with him or her, she will not ask you. But of course, she will not ask you like for 10 minutes, maybe a few more minutes extra. TCF, there is not, it doesn't work because TCF, they are timing it. They have the 1.5 minute fix to give you prep. What sort of topics come in exam? TEF has fixed domain, question types. It could be from classified ads, buying and selling, buying home, selling something, course information. I would like to enroll myself for the course of music, language, blah, blah, blah. Job offer, I would like to apply for the garderie d'animal, garderie des enfants, garde des enfants, blah, blah, blah. Travel, activity, Like you have to call somebody to book a reservation in the hotel, in the restaurant, all of those, which is very similar to what you do in TCF also. Internship, volunteering, asking about course, job offer, volunteering is done, planning a trip, activity or rental, renting a car, renting a scooter, renting a bike, all of those. Renting a storage space like we have in Canada. There are a lot of storage space, so renting all of those. So it could be a very simple, focused, polite, and efficient professional interaction. That means you cannot do tutoyer, you cannot go in, you cannot take the informal path. Now, this is how it usually looks. So mine is like when I took a printout, when I took an image of this, obviously it's colorful. Most of the centers, they don't provide a colorful image. It's in both centers were black and white. So again, doesn't matter as long as we understand the content. This is how it will look. It would not look like this in your TCF exam. In your TCF exam, it will be just one line question. There is no visual, there is no image, there is no photo. So, règle de sécurité et navigation, découverte de la machine, choix de parcours en mer sur la lac ou rivière, tarif attractif, blah, blah, blah. This is how it will be written. Question. And I want to ask this question. Let's say I go to the exam and I don't understand any word from this affiche. And maybe similar thing happens with me in TCF that I don't understand a word in the question which is given. What do? I ask the examiner, I get stressed, I try and see where is my chat GPT. What do I do? How do I tackle this issue? Anybody can answer? Would like to answer? What is the way I will deal with it? How would I deal with it if I don't understand a word in the affiche? Or both,
Try,
yeah.
just best to understand, not just leave that specific word
Mm.
and the gist
And
of the
just stop it. Yes. Okay. Is actually you wanted to answer? Sorry. If did I see your hand raised? No, no. Okay. Right. So, Harsha, what you said is actually correct. So, this is how it might happen, guys. You will see in the TEF as well as in TCF. You might, not will, you might. Mostly, it's easy. Mostly, it's easy. When I say easy, means what? Of course, if you just learn French for 3, 4 months and go and take exam, it's going to be super tough. You will not understand because you lack vocabulary. But if you really give enough time, 6, 7, 8 months, I would say, you will be able to understand. What Harsha said is correct. Let's say you don't understand a particular word. Maybe a less chances it would happen because that word might be very familiar to English also, similar to English also. But let's say it's not, then just understand what is it asking about, move on. And let me tell you guys, examiner do not expect from us that you have to know each and every word. And not just speaking, even in writing, this might happen. TEF, TCF, both exam, this might happen that you would not know every word to word thing. Reading, this will happen. You would not know word to word thing. Listening, this will 100% happen. You will not understand word to word thing. I still don't follow all English series, all English movies, word to word. I just try to get the gist out of it. This is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to say. How can we really follow this so well in French? So this is what you gotta do. You have to just understand, okay, this is what they want to say and go ahead. Simple. You are not going to ask this to the examiner, what is the word, what is the meaning, because not that she can answer, she cannot answer. That's not the point. We don't want to lose the confidence if she declines to answer. What if you get an examiner and she says, "Ah, je ne sais pas," and you'll be like, "Dude, it is not started on the right thing, right?" And there are times when examiners are very helpful. And she might herself said, let's say example, let's say if I talk about let's say Kaushika. So Kaushika, did you read the on this sometime talk in English also? Did you read the Afish? Yeah, I read, ma'am. And did you understand everything? Ma'am, I think I understood everything, but maybe I didn't understand regular the security. Ah, okay, this means that. And then they'll start the recording. But this is when the examiner himself or herself is being approachable. If you will ask and he or she declines, "Ah, je ne sais pas, je ne peux pas vous dire," then you'll be like, no. So don't ask. Or just try and get the cues, whether the examiner is helpful or not. But till this point, the recording has not started. So till the time the recording has not started, we are good because nobody is marking you till that time. Going forward, it will be a 5-minute conversation, 1 minute to discover the topic, 1 minute is just to see. Actually, you would not have time to prepare much anyway. Then what happens is that when we start, it is usually a simple establishment of the line, of the topic. Like, for example, when I see this Apish, I will not start talking like a police. Hey, where are you? What happened? How? No, I have to establish a context. Like, for example, hey, good morning. I would like to go ahead and register myself for this. I saw this. It looks interesting. Could I ask you a question, please? Comes up. So here, pro tip, you can have your fixed line in French. You can go and make it up. They don't care. They know it's all memorized. Till this point, they don't care. Like say, I make a very nice opening, amazing opening. And then like my opening was like done by Chat GPT and it looks so great. C1 level, C2 level. They don't care because they know it's memorized. So don't over focus on the opening. It can be very simple. For example, bonjour mesdames, j'ai vu votre annonce concernant le scooter nautique. Ça m'intéresse beaucoup et je voudrais vous poser des questions, s'il vous plaît. Same in TCF. When there is a task 2, you ask question, you have to establish a context. Salut mon ami, salut mon ami, ça va? Oui, ça va. Bah écoute, moi j'ai vu que tu fais da. Je voudrais faire le même. Alors, est-ce que je peux te poser des questions, s'il te plaît? Blah. You can prepare this. And you can keep this ready. One for Huawei, one for tutoyer. Keep it ready so that it comes naturally. But another pro tip here, don't make your pace too fast. Because if you make your pace too fast, like the way I said was not correct. I said it over fast. She will not like this. He or she will, I'm using she mostly because examiners are mostly female, not sure why. So the examiner will not like it because it is clear that I've memorized this. And when she or she will ask me this question or reply to me, then I'll be like, oh, then the reality will come out. So I always suggest people, even if you're memorizing, memorize smartly, exhibit it smartly. Don't just go overboard to show your fluency here because they understand that you have memorized this. So be a little smart here. Go and express it in a normal pace. Par exemple, bonjour mesdames, je m'appelle Ankita, j'ai vu votre annonce concernant le scooter nautique. Franchement, cela m'intéresse beaucoup et je voudrais vous poser des questions, s'il vous plaît. Alors, tout d'abord, simple pace. Because now I'm establishing a trust with her. Hey, it's not that crap. Instead of like, hey, bonjour mesdames, j'ai vu votre annonce concernant and after that, tout d'abord, my pace will go down because now I don't know what to ask. So establish the same rhythm, same pace. That's very important pro tip here. Then there are some questions that could be there in each type of topic. Same with TEF, same with TCF, both. For example, location, timing, prices, duration, parking. Now, in this one, if I'm asking about a location and if I'm asking about a parking, it's kind of the same thing. And I have seen that usually they don't really give enough marks or they don't really get impressed when you ask similar question with the same genre. Example, let's say going back to my affiche, I say, bonjour mesdames, I saw this two double, where is it located? It's located on the Lac d'Ontario or maybe Ontario Lake. Okay, how can I reach there? By metro. Okay, and then is there a place to park? Yeah, there is a place to park as well. How much is the parking fee? Let's say $20, $10, whatever. Okay, and what are the hours? I have I have invested, forget the hours thing, but I have invested 4 questions just to ask how to reach. Bad technique. The examiner will not register this as like, wow, you have so many questions. No, it's a bad technique. And my content will get me CLB7 only when I'm asking the questions which is related to this affiche. How this thing helps: location, timing, prices, duration. This helps in having an established thing that, okay, I have to ask about this at least. Same thing happened in TCF. In TCF, you are given what is to be asked, and you have to ask about them. But these general thing, location, timing, prices, duration, they helps us to establish or enlarge or elongate our conversation. Example, let's say I go back to the location. This is the location. It's Lac d'Ontario, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then tell me the hour. What is the duration? Okay, it is for 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. Okay, what is the price for 1 hour? The price is $30. Okay, fine. And usually 90% of my learners or whoever comes to me for the TEF preparation or even TCF, they say, okay, what is the discount? And I'm like, dude, why do you have to even ask a discount here? How does that matter? You don't have to pay, right? Asking a discount is again not an amazing question. Replace it with something else. Rather, okay, so 1 hour it's $30. Donc ça coûte combien alors si je voudrais le faire pour 2 heures? Or maybe something else. Ok, mesdames, donc $30, ça comprend quoi exactement? Par exemple, le guide, l'entraînement ou quoi exactement? It includes what? You can ask this. Or you can ask maybe, what if I have 2 people, how much is the price? Instead of asking what if I have 2 people, I bring my child, I bring my parents, I bring everybody, and can you give me discount? So that is not working. A, you'll fumble, and B, discount is not helpful, neither in TEF nor in TCF. So don't take that path. Always ask the path which is more meaningful, because you only have 5 minutes. No, actually not even 5 minutes. You'll only have 4 minutes to impress, more or less, including the opening closure. Usually, if it is a job type question, then you should have your fixed couple of openings, like est-ce que, dois-je, quelle expérience est, est-ce que. Now, we all see est-ce que, qu'est-ce que, and all of those. So today, I'm not going to deep dive into what type of question, because that's not what I want to get into today. I want to rather make sure that I stick to the points which are super important to score CLB7. So I'm going to talk more majorly about that. For this particular thing, we can have a separate session. For the course-related topics, usually you can use le cours se fait-il. Se fait-il means, does it happen? Does it take place? Something like that. No exact translation, guys, okay? Se fait-il, le cours, se fait-il en groupe ou en privé? Same question you can ask in TCF. Same. Everything is same. And you'll still score CLB7 plus, maybe more. Quelle expérience ou quelle qualification a le professeur? Y a-t-il? Y a-t-il is a very good way of usage. TEF, TCF, both. Do I need? Faut-il de? Faut-il. Use faut-il. Very good way. And then est-ce is common. So we have few openings. Est-ce que, qu'est-ce que, comment, combien, y a-t-il, y aura-t-il, and dash se fait, faut-il. So I usually tell my all learners that what you got to do is you have to just put it in, like, let's say, agenda, maybe this, what you call diary, diary or whatever, the notes. So always make notes and put it like this, like, okay, est-ce que, qu'est-ce que, comment, combien, y a-t-il, y aura-t-il, fait-il. And then I have to use them. and then write maybe in tiny, tiny handwriting that what exactly you think that this could be your general questions. That I will always ask about location. I will always ask about price. I will always ask about this. So you will not think in English in the exam. You will think only your templates in exam. So that's another pro tip. When you think that, hey, I still think in English, I am not able to translate my thoughts in French. That's normal. That's absolutely fine, guys. It's not possible to think in French in such a short time. I might not still think in French. Sometimes I don't think in English always. Sometimes I don't think in my native, which is Hindi. It's normal. We are bilingual. Some are polyglots. It's normal. Yesterday I was having a conversation with one of my senior trainers. Her name is Anne. You must have seen her session before. Now Anne and I was having a conversation for about 10-15 minutes. Trust me, we used three language, and even then, even after that, she was like, ma'am, I'm not finding the word for this because she speaks 6 or 7 languages. So with polyglot, it's normal. So don't bang your head for this. Oh my God, I still don't think in French. That's a wrong preaching. You will not think in French in such a short time. And you don't have to achieve that. So take that thing from your mind. How you will score CLB7 then? How will you have a fluent conversation then? That's the question. The answer is, when you will make such integrated notes, the templates, the way I'm showing you here, like this is how it is, this is how it is. When I get this kind of a topic, I'll answer like this. When I get this kind of a topic, I'll answer like this. That's when your mind will start registering. Example, let's say I ask any one of you, any volunteer, very simple question I want to ask. Any volunteer, apart from Harsha. Harsha, thank you. You're being very sportive. Anybody? No camera, no camera. I'm good. Very simple question, guys. So anybody would like to raise the hand. Quick, guys. Thank you, Surinder. Okay, Surinder, quick question. I just want to ask in French. Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
Je vais très bien.
Very good. Now tell me, did you think in English?
No.
Why? Why you did not make it like I am fine, je suis bien, or je suis whatever?
Like it's a very common phrase as it's for a beginner level, so I know how to answer this.
Okay, I'll tell you how. Because our mind has already registered that whenever, thank you, Surinder. Thank you so much for being sportive.
Okay.
So whenever our mind is given a message, if somebody says, bonjour, comment allez-vous? We'll reply, je vais bien, merci. We will not have any other way in seconds. She did not think in English. That means, and that means she is not even thinking in French. This is her instant response. This is what I'm trying to explain here. That you don't have to bang your head that I have to think in French. No, you have to think about your templates. So, what are you going to do? Actionable step. TEF, TCF, both. When you know that in the affiche, especially for TEF people, when you know that you're going to get usually an affiche on code or maybe the domains that I'm telling you, you have to make certain notes. And the moment she'll say this, you'll reply like a pro. I hope you got the message here and it was clear that what is an actionable step here. Moving further, and if I'm going any fast, please let me know, guys. Any question, you can drop it in the chat. I will be happy to take the questions as well. Or else I'll move on. These are the notes. I'm going to share the notes with you. The focus is not on the notes, the focus on the tips today. That what you got to do. Any question for now? No, pace is fine. Good to go, guys. Give me thumbs up if it's all good. All good? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. How do we score CLB7? By asking these basic questions. TEF, TCF, both. So, simple, though again, it is a TEF document, but again, as I said, the language, it works both ways. So whenever we ask question, we have to ensure that we are not just putting ourselves into esker kesker, like the way I said. Second important tip, we should always acknowledge the examiner. How do we acknowledge? Not always dako, 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 dako. No. We should have our 5 or maybe 6 or maybe maximum 7, not more than that, our simple acknowledgements. They are very important. Example. D'accord, mesdames, c'est super, merci. C'est excellent, c'est parfait, merci beaucoup. C'est parfait, merci beaucoup. Now, during my time, I prepared like 10. C'est formidable, c'est magnifique. I was not able to use them because they were like over too much. Like she's telling me, yeah, I have the hotel available. C'est formidable. Then this is like not working, dude. I just said yes. Ma'am, sorry, that was my script. CLB7. It won't work. It won't work. So we need to sound more natural. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's like she's just answering basic thing, guys. So we're not formidable. Ma'am, CLB8. 9, 9, okay, 9. No, we have to make it very simple. Say parfait, say super. In fact, Sukran and I used to practice this a lot when I was training Sukran for TCF. She used to say dako, dako, and I used to I kept a very irritating sound for her. I don't have it right now. I was like, wherever you say dako, I'm going to play that. Pong, pong, pong. And she got irritated, and then she started saying, Ajwa. Agrawal, and every time it was Agrawal, and like da da. So you have to give this message to your mind that hey, I don't want to say always dako dako. I have only 5 words that I know in French. My teacher did not teach me anything beyond that. That's fine, but just use them. So, par exemple. Bonjour, mesdames, j'ai vu votre annonce. I'm going to speak little fast here, but in the exam, I will not speak fast, just because I want to give you guys the idea. Bonjour, mesdames, j'ai vu votre annonce concernant le scooter nautique et je voudrais vous poser des questions, s'il vous plaît. Oui, allez-y. Tout d'abord, mesdames, où se trouve exactement, ou I'd rather say, où se déroule exactement cette activité sportive, mesdames? Ça se déroule au lac d'Ontario. D'accord, merci. Ensuite, quels sont les horaires exacts? She'll say the horaires. Les horaires sont 7 heures du matin jusqu'à 10 heures, blablabla. OK. Donc, puis-je y aller le soir aussi? So I said, OK. Donc, I did not say that, hey, that's amazing. I don't have to overreact in this. I can just have a very simple guided conversation, flowing conversation. OK. Donc, est-ce que c'est possible d'y aller le soirée aussi? Non, mesdames, cette activité, ça se passe justement la matinée. Ah, d'accord, je comprends. Cependant, mesdames, je voudrais y aller lundi. Est-ce que c'est possible? Oui, c'est possible. Ah, c'est super. Donc, à quelle heure exactement je peux y aller? 8 heures du matin. OK, je le note. Justement que je dois m'occuper des enfants and blah, 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 blah. And then you start. So do you see the flow of the conversation? Again, I was trying to speak a little faster, but in the exam, you don't have to speak like this. You can go slowly, slowly. The pace can be slow. That's absolutely fine. I have had people scoring CLB7, CLB8 and speak very slowly. The rate of the speech is very slow. So do you understand acknowledgement? That's second pro tip here, guys. Everybody. Third important tip. How do we maintain the flow? The maintenance of the flow works not by thinking in French, as I given you example before. You should know how will I approach the whole thing. Now, example. Any another volunteer? Very simple question, and I'm going to ask this in English. So, any volunteer besides the one who have already participated?
I can do.
Gurkirat, merci. Okay, so Gurkirat, let's say you want to go to a zoo, okay, and you want to take your kids.
Mhm.
Now tell me what will be your general flow? Like how will you ask me in English? Like you don't have to ask me all questions, just ask me simple flow that you want to know from me. And you want to go to zoo next week. What will
Okay,
be
so
your... Go ahead.
my main questions would be
Hmm.
that what are the timings of the zoo?
Correct. Perfect. Yes.
Can I go in the evenings?
Perfect.
And is it like, are there the measures of security taken?
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and which type of animals will I be able to see?
Perfect. Yes. Yes. Good.
Uh,
Very good. Now, Gurpreet, thank you. I need
yeah.
another volunteer, please. Also, very, very quickly, guys. Another volunteer.
I can do it.
Yes, Param. Thank you. Param, so tell me, what will be your first question? Out of which Gurkirit has already asked me, but what will be your flow? Questions were correct, what Gurkirit had given us. What will be
I
your...
will. Yeah, I would probably ask
Let's do
about.
a role play. Let's do a role play. Hi Param. Param, you ask me in English, okay? Let's do a role play.
Okay.
I'm the zoo person. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hi Param. Sorry. Hi ma'am. How are you? How can I help you?
I'm good. I'm actually calling in regards to making an appointment to come and see the zoo with my kids. I just wanted to know the general timing and what days is it open.
Perfect. This is how we start. So we establish a context here. She did not start. Bonjour, mesdames. Quels sont les horaires exacts? So I would like to come in. Same in TCF, guys. Same in TEF, guys. Both. Bonjour, mesdames. Je voudrais y aller à la semaine prochaine avec mes enfants. Donc, je voudrais vous poser des questions, s'il vous plaît. Okay? Perfect. Flow. Next, Param. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to help. Next week, I'm sorry, we are mostly closed because of Christmas, but you can come maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. till 3 p.m., please.
That's great. Another question I would like to ask is it possible to come and buy the tickets on spot, or do I have to make an online reservation in advance?
Another good thing. That's great. Acknowledge. Another question. Alors, ensuite, connector. Now, she doesn't know that she's using a connector in English. That's a natural flow. But in French, we give so much of a headache to us. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. But the headache means preparation. If you replace the word stress with the preparation, you'll be good. So I have to acknowledge, voilà, merci, c'est parfait, c'est bien, c'est super, c'est excellent. And then ensuite, the way she said, another question, connector, and then next flow. Then so first I'll ask, when is it open? Second, I'll ask, what are the timings? I cannot start with the timings first and then ask, okay, is it really open or not? I have to first ask, is it open? Then I'll ask the timings. And then next. Yes, ma'am, it is, sorry, the timing was a question, Param, right? That is the thing that you asked me last?
I asked, is it possible to buy the tickets in advance,
Oh,
or
sorry.
I can just
Yeah.
buy it? Yeah.
Voila. Okay. Yes, ma'am, it's possible, but I will recommend that you book it online because online you will not have to stand in a queue and you will get 10% discount.
Lovely. Well, that's great. And can I ask, is it possible to bring your food, or are there any kind of like food trucks inside or some sort of a canteen that I can grab a bite?
Very good. Another important thing here. See how it is progressing. She is not asking me the question, how can I reach there? Where can I park? How much is a parking ticket? What is the ticket? Can you give me a discount if I do the online? Again, why these questions are irrelevant? Because then as an examiner, I will not understand whether you comprehend the context and the question or not. So this is where many people go wrong. that they start asking irrelevant question. But what Param just asked was perfect. Okay, fine, I'll come because kids are coming along with me. Can I also bring food, or would there be a food? Now, of course, because she's fluent in English, she's asking me a very long question, which would not be the case with us in French because we are not that trained. So the trick here would be we will ask shorter questions. So that's what that is something that we got to do. Example. Let's say, bonjour mesdames, j'ai vu votre annonce concernant le zoo. So French, it's zoo. Le zoo et voilà, je voudrais y aller avec mes enfants. Donc, est-ce que je peux vous poser des questions, s'il vous plaît? Oui, allez-y, mesdames. Donc, mesdames, tout d'abord, quels sont les horaires, quels sont les jours, ok? Quels sont les jours d'ouverture de zoo? C'est lundi, mardi, mercredi. Ok, voilà, merci, je le note. Mesdames, je préfère mardi. Donc, est-ce que c'est possible d'amener les enfants? Ah oui, bien sûr, pourquoi pas? Alors, très bien. Donc, mesdames, quels sont les horaires exacts de zoo pour que je puisse m'organiser? Subjunctive. Pour que je puisse m'organiser, so that I can arrange myself. Pour que je puisse y aller, so that I can come. Insertion of a subjunctive will help you to score CLB7. However, important thing here is to note, doesn't mean that we will use subjunctive in every question. Second, we cannot just insert something or anything which is not fitting well. How do we know where to insert subjunctive? Simple trick. Whenever we ask a question, TCF, TEF, both, we can always end the question with so that. For example, Mesdames, quels sont les horaires du cours, du cours de guitare, cours de whatever, cours de bla bla bla, cours de langue? Mesdames, quels sont les horaires du cours pour que je puisse y aller? Quels sont les horaires du cours pour que je puisse m'organiser? Quels sont les horaires du cours pour que je sois prête? So like you guys asked me sometime in the Zoom, in the community, where is the link? Où est le lien pour que je sois prête? Where is the link so that I'm ready? Or for the guys, pour que je sois prêt. We don't pronounce the. Girls, females, prête. Simple. Three simple questions. And you can use it, insert it, TEF, TCF, both, CLB7. Section A in the TEF, TCF, TAS2. That's how we déroule la conversation. Simple, short sentences. Next. Okay, ça va, je comprends. Ça va, je comprends is another acknowledgement, guys. Ça va, je comprends. Ça va, je comprends. Donc, mesdames, y a-t-il quelque chose à manger? Ou bien je dois m'emporter? Now, let's say I'm somebody who is not very comfortable in speaking. I speak less, or I don't like expressing myself as a person also. I just have to take this exam because of PR. I will not make my life complicated by adding more sentences. Like, for example, the way Param is speaking English, we do not speak French this way. So we cannot have such a long sentence, right? So then, what do? Shorter your sentence. Example. Mesdames, y aurait-il quelque chose à manger? Stop. But the stage when you cross, when you become a little bit more fluent, you will add some more to it. Mesdames, y aurait-il quelque chose à manger ou bien je dois apporter quelque chose avec moi? Optional. Ou bien is optional. Again, doesn't mean that with the first sentence you cannot get CLB7. Both are good. It depends on you, how comfortable you are with your speech. That's what I want to give you message here. But I'm going forward. Next. So, okay, ma'am, yes, there is, no, you don't have to bring anything. There is a canteen here and you can eat with your kids.
Oh, that's great. Another question I would like to ask is, do we have to walk inside, or is it possible to rent some sort of cart, or is it even possible to bring your car inside, like you can drive inside because it's a zoo? I would like to know.
Yeah, and this would happen in French as well. That you said something and then you felt that at the end, this was not a question. And then she added, and I would like to know. What is the solution in French? I'll give you a pro tip here. The solution is c'est ça. C'est ça. Say the complete sentence at c'est ça. For example, uh, okay. Vous vendez des souvenirs, c'est ça? Or maybe the whole sentence you have spoken. Let's say, okay, je dois apporter le repas, c'est ça? Another way. C'est moi qui dois apporter le repas, c'est ça? So sometime when you have said the whole sentence and you want to still act like, oh my God, that was not a question, just add c'est ça, and you'll be done. It'll be still a question. C'est ça? So, what Param asked, if we say this way, Mesdames, faut-il marcher beaucoup parce que je voudrais y aller avec 2 enfants? We can say this way also. Do I have to walk a lot? Ça dure pour combien de temps? Y aura-t-il la buggy? Now, let's say you don't know the word buggy, because of course you might not know whole vocab list and everything. It's okay. Don't ask. Maneuver the question in a different way. Mesdames, la durée de zoo, non, quelle est la durée de zoo? Parce que je dois y aller avec 2 enfants. Then she'll say, peut-être 2 heures. Faut-il marcher beaucoup, mesdames? C'est tout. We don't know buggy word in French. So it's okay. Don't take that. We cannot translate everything. That's not possible. We cannot learn so much. That's not possible. Take another one. Param, closure. Yes, ma'am. No, there is a buggy for the kids and older or for the oldies, but unfortunately, it's not functional at the moment, so you might have to walk. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Can I know the last question regarding what time will the animals be more active? Or just in case I missed another question, will there be any sort of like online link or website link that I can connect to and, get myself ready?
Okay. Yes, sure. So you can go to the most active time is usually the afternoon. The morning. That is around 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Otherwise, yes, you can go to our website, and that's www.zo.com.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, thank you so much for all the assistance today, and that was really helpful. Well, thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Yes, perfect. And that's how our TEF or TCF closure would be. Particularly for TEF, what I used in my exam, I used to use in my exam. Merci d'avoir répondu à mes questions, mesdames. Je vous souhaite une excellente journée. Voilà, merci. Simple. Thank you for responding to all my questions. Je vous souhaite une excellente journée. We might not have lot more time. Vous êtes trop gentil, vous êtes très gentil, vous êtes this. We don't have time for all that, guys. She'll be like, cut, time over. It's okay. Like, Jonty. No, please leave her, yeah. Don't like, you don't have to literally like get into CLB8 saying, no, Jonty, what is left? Oh, no. No, doesn't matter. You just have to have a very simple closure, even in TCF or in the TEF. TEF particularly because it's going to be vous voyez, guys. It's simple. Je vous laisse, mesdames. Some of my students use this these days. Mesdames, merci beaucoup. Je vous laisse maintenant et merci beaucoup pour votre temps aujourd'hui. Et voilà, bonne journée. Je vous souhaite une excellente journée. Whatever closure you want to give. Say tout. Merci. And if it's tutoyer, TCF guys, simple. D'accord, c'est d'accord and maybe let's say closure. Yeah. Ok, je te laisse. Merci beaucoup pour ton temps aujourd'hui. Et voilà, je te souhaite une excellente journée. À tout à l'heure. Merci. C'est tout. So fix it. Your opening, your closure can always be fixed and it can be same always, because examiner will not ask you, okay, give me the second take. I didn't like the first take. She will not say like that. So you will have your always one take. And in that one take, you can always fix your opening and closing. That's all. Simple pro tip, guys. And that's how you will stop thinking in English, because you only know this much. You do not know much. So if you know only that much, you're going to vomit only that much. Gurkirat, thank you so much. Param, thank you so much. It was really nice understanding how the flow works. So this is how the flow works. We will not ask the question in a monotonous way. We will have a good tone. We will have a simple smile. I'm not asking you to be dramatic. I'm asking you to be confident, because their confidence will speak a lot. Subjunctive example I have given. I have also given a couple of example sentences here that you can use. But again, I always tell a very simple tip, a simple pro tip to all my learners, all my viewers who's watching today. Keep it very simple, guys. Always have a script ready that this is what I'm going to use, and that's all. Do not experiment on the day of the exam. That's not going, no magic is happening on that day. Certain types of simple speaking prompts, which helps always. Pourriez-vous me dire quel? Pourriez-vous m'expliquer un petit peu? Est-ce que vous savez? Now, est-ce que vous avez is this. Est-ce que vous avez, do you have? Est-ce que vous savez, do you know? Be careful with the pronunciation. Vous avez, vous savez. And another one, vous allez. You're going to. Est-ce que vous allez me donner? Are you going to give me? Whatever. So, vous savez, vous avez, vous allez. Savez-vous si? I don't use this much. It looks more elegant, but I don't use this much. When I think about savez-vous si, I get fumbled, as in I feel little obstruction in my mouth, so I don't use this. Pourriez-vous me donner is important, mandatory. Pourriez-vous, super, super, super important. Pourriez-vous, because it's express politesse. It's like if could you please tell me? It's this. So it's important, mandatory usage in voice. Auriez-vous une idée? I don't use this much, but it looks very good phrase when you think, would you have any idea about? So I don't really use this because usually my question bank gets finished by the time I reach here. Pensez-vous que, this is good. Pensez-vous que, I will recommend, use it. Avez-vous entendu parler de? I will not use this. Have you heard about? I don't think I'll use this. Savez-vous où se trouve? Not much. Pourriez-vous me dire un peu plus sûr? Could be. Pourriez-vous me dire comment? So when, okay, by the way, this bunch from here till here, I've taken from ChatGPT. Now, whenever we take things from ChatGPT, of course, ChatGPT, this closure is written by me. So this was my own script, which I used during my exam. So I have written here. But whenever we use ChatGPT, guys, be careful about the fact that ChatGPT is giving something basis the ChatGPT's capability. You don't have to memorize everything. And doesn't mean that if I would memorize the big words, I will get CLB7. No, you will not. Because let's say that the way I gave you an example, savez-vous si is something creates an obstruction for me. It's like a tongue twister for me. I will not use this. I will only use simple, sober structures which would help me deliver my confidence well in the exam. And that's the only thing they want. People who score CLB7, they don't know many things because they know that they don't have to know everything. So that is why people who use ChatGPT, wonderful. Please use it. It helps a lot. It is a very good tool for your TEF preparation or TCL preparation. But make sure you know how to filter it. like things that you should not care about and things that you need not read about. They are important. So make sure you know about that. So this was my closure, guys. I don't want to start the section B today because section B itself is a heavy lesson wherein I want to make sure I tell you how to deal with an argument and what is the strategy to score CLB7 and what is the way when we don't know the response when argument comes. So I will take that obviously in the next session, not next week because next week we have something else planned, but in the next session with me. Hopefully, the section A was helpful for TEF or TCF perspective, but majorly I was talking today more about TEF. Any question from you guys? But keep your question related to TEF, please. No TCF today. For TCF, put me in my personal chat. That's fine. But TEF, anything that you have, any question? Oh yeah, there are a lot of questions here. Please tell me linking the questions are in line. For example, we should ask first the location, then about the activity goes. Yes. Taranjit, thank you for asking this question. So basically, like the way like the way we like Param and I, Gurkirat, when he started the conversation, that's how the flow works. There is no such standard flow which is needed. They have the examiner are like talking, but at the same time there is a flow. That I will always, let's say, first ask about, even in TCF though, but again, there is coming to the TEF, I will always have a simple flow that hey, when is it open? When do I come? What time I come? What is the fees? What is the price? What does it include? Then I can ask about security. I will always ask about food, whom I'm bringing, not bringing, what is the duration, and if I'm getting something else out of it. Always mention, always ask the question about the affiche. I saw that you also offer, I saw that you have this, j'ai vu que vous organisez, j'ai vu que vous avez, j'ai lu que vous offrez. Always ask this, step TCF both, and then you're done. Closure. Merci d'avoir répondu à mes questions. Je vous souhaite une excellente journée. Au revoir. So comes up. And can I revert the session? Yeah, you can because it's on YouTube today. But otherwise, I can share the recording. That is also fine. So we can't use woo in TCF. We can use woo in TCF depending on the question, but TEF is 100% woo in the section A. Je suis d'accord, il faut toujours apprendre l'alternative. Okay, I think I have mostly answered most of the questions here. Right, guys, so I think we're good to go. It's already late in Canada. I don't want to hold you for long. I will, yes, I can share this session recording with you separately, or it will be on YouTube anyway. Tomorrow, you guys have the listening session with Hamza sir. Please attend that. He's going to take up the question of A to B1. Next week, it's going to be B1, B2. And tomorrow in the evening, I'm going to put the time. I'm not sure if I did, but I'll do that. Tomorrow evening, you have a chat session with John, who has cleared the exam in like about 8 months in one go. So he will be addressing, and it won't be YouTube live. So it will be just for us. So make sure that you join that and bring your questions so that I can forward to him, and let me know whatever you want to ask, and he will be very happy to respond to all of you. And can you also share the document? Yes, I will. Yes. What samples can we go through for learning and reviewing structures and phrases that are important for section A? I will share in the community. So this document will come in the community tomorrow, and the structure samples and all question topics for section A will be there in Graphy. So that is there in the graph for the TEF people. I'll ensure that you see that. If the people who are preparing for TEF, if you don't see that, please let me know. I'll ask my team to put that in graphic for you, give you an access for that. For this document, which I shared today, will be there tomorrow with you in the community. Right, guys? I think we are good to go then. So we are almost on time. Merci beaucoup. Thank you guys for switching on the camera. It was nice seeing you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, and see you next week. Voilà, merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci Zen, merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci Kaushika.